¿Qué lo que hay, mi gente? Welcome back to Two Drinks and a Ting. My name's Nathalia.
I'm Natalie.
And welcome back to the pod. Again, in the new studio. My friend loves it.
Yeah, it's really nice in here, guys.
She bougie. It sets a vibe. It's like moody.
It is.
And it's just very loungy, which is what it's supposed to bring.
Yeah.
And this little cocktail. Oh, speaking of cocktails, what is a pod without her drinks?
Very true.
Today, I have a piña colada mimosa. And it's delicioso.
Yes,
Cheers.
Cheers.
This bitch is
It's really good.
top tier. It's Andre Champagne.
The
Brut. And then the Simply Lemonade.
mixer.
Like mixer for piña colada. It's so fucking good.
Yeah, it is really good.
So this week, let me tell you, it's a cringe fest. I was just like thinking to myself, like, do I have cringe memories? And I do. I have two that specifically stand out. I don't think anybody knows this about me, but when my sister was, I want to say 13 and I was like 10, my sister heard of a Radio Disney contest on like a tour. They were going around, I think it was just Florida. I really don't know, but they were going around Florida at various Dillards holding auditions. And my sister wanted to go so bad. She told my mom, oh, let's go. Talked her into it. And my mom was like, okay, cool. It was on Saturdays all the time. So we got into my mom's boyfriend's F-150 and it was just us there. There was a lot of people. It was like a little stage, a little makeshift stage. And I was scared for her. Let's just say she never went up there because she got very like shy. So my mom was pissed. She was like, well, someone's going to have to go because I didn't drive over here for no reason. So my sister forced me to go. She was like, come on, before we get in trouble, da-da-da-da-da. So I went. And it was so scary. So I had a decent voice when I was a kid. So I went up there and then I started singing. Faith Hill's One Wish. So this is like, if I could grant you, it's country. So I don't know why, but my father just one day gave me a country CD. I think he found it in his lost and found at his hotel.
That's so funny.
And then I don't know if you guys know this, but after a short time when things don't get claimed at lost and found, specifically at a hotel, anybody can fucking take it. So my father took it. So that's the only song that came to my mind. So I'm singing that country song and I'm thinking I'm fucking killing it. Cause the lady up front, she's just like bobbing her head, writing my information down. And there's a guy like filming cause it's for the audition tape.
That's so funny.
I look up and my mom is like behind the guy and she's choreographing so I can start dancing and looking like that. She was doing the most. She was just like this. And then I didn't want to do all that. Right. So I just did, if I could grant you one wish. And then I was in it. And then they cut me off like 2 minutes later.
They were like, okay, that's enough.
That's enough. You can next. So my sister was gassing me up. She was like, oh my God, you did it so good. You're going to be the next person. I think it was on Sister or some shit like that. My God. And I was just like, oh my God, stop. That went on for 3 Saturdays. And I'm pretty sure the next song I did, I wanted to, get range. I did Cinderella by just Cheetah Girls.
I judge you.
It was only fitting. Disney competition, Disney song.
I judge you. Wholeheartedly judge you. But it's fine. You were, what, 10 you said?
I was 10.
Okay.
Which 10-year-old doesn't want to be on Disney?
100%. I told you my story. So yeah, 100%.
You feel comfortable saying it?
I mean, I guess, yeah. So I got a random, not email. It was like mail or something. I don't remember if it was email or mail. It was email because my email at that time was cheetahgirl0905. Oh, God. And it was for Disney auditions that they were doing for a new show. I don't remember the show. in Orlando. And I was like, all right, cool. I want to go. My mom was like, yeah, right. And I literally cried and begged my aunt to take me. So she did. So I signed up. And she was like, all right, we're going to go. When we go to the hotel, mind you, it was on iDrive. So it was a good like 40 minutes away.
That's I'll be pissed off with that fucking drive.
But I wasn't going to stop it. I practiced my lines. I was ready. I was ready. So I went and there was a buttload of people just waiting for their turn, obviously. Mm-hmm. So finally, when they called like my row, I was like, yeah, I'm repeating my lines. I see people singing. I see people dancing. I'm like, I can't do none of that. I'm going to keep repeating my lines. So I was repeating my lines. And in my head, I knew I wasn't going to get anything. But it was a cool experience.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, cool. Let's just go. So they called me up and I see Mr. Mosby. I was like, what the fuck are my lines? Whole thing left my membrane. Whole thing. I was like, shocked.
Fuck yeah.
I was like, you're on TV and you're now in front of me. And he had like the brightest smile. He was short.
Of course.
It was so accurate. I was like, you are everything I thought. And I love The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. So it was over. I was like, hi, Mr. Mosby. And I'm like, I don't know his real name. But yeah, so I ended up remembering the lines. I screwed it all up, but I still left. I was like, thank you so much. Have a great day, guys. And I just left. And I was like, I can't believe I did that. Ooh. I was just so happy. I don't know.
Girl, I would be too. I wouldn't be able to do acting. Acting is something different. I wouldn't be able to do that. Singing, I can sing in my head. I wish I like knew the person who was like filming because I want to see the tape. I want to see what I look like. I want to see my little. I looked ugly as a kid.
You're horrible.
She never knew how to work with my hair because my hair is vastly different from my sister.
Yeah.
So she never knew how to do it. I think this was like before I got relaxers. Mm-hmm. So my hair was
out there,
fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
She hated me, but yeah, that was one cringe experience.
That's so funny.
Okay. I've had so much, like, I just can't say these words for the second cringe story.
I'm so excited. I haven't heard this one yet.
I wanted her reaction. If you're from Orlando, you've heard of the Dominican Festival.
Yeah.
You don't have to be Dominican to go. Anybody can go. Venezuelan, Cuban, all them bitches are welcome. So my father goes every single year. I think this was like my second or third year going, and I managed to bring my friend. And I was just like, oh my God, it's going to be fun. We're going to just go walk around. And that was the time for you to fucking shine. Because you're going to meet different like kids from different schools. So I was like, I gotta look good. You remember those shirts of like
the little kids,
the brat girl looking things? It said Princesa with the Dominican flag on the girl.
Yeah.
I had that shirt. I had my YMI jeans. I was looking real cute. And my hair had like the two top pigtails and then halfway down. Girl, I thought I was somebody. We're just walking around and I see this guy and he's so fucking cute. He was my type back in the day. Big lips.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but when they had like the shoelace on their head.
No
and the
way. You lost me at the shoelace.
You know what I mean?
I know I used to do that. A man doing that?
Yes.
I've
seen it. This guy, and I remember because he had an oversized baby blue shirt with like saggy jeans, and he had that on his head because he had like curls and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Now that you say the curls, yeah, I could see it. I see it.
You know what I mean? Because the guys used to do that.
I'm judging. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm judging her too. She's like, who the fuck do you think you are? I catch his eye, he catches my eye, and we doing like a little dance. I'm walking around the festival. He's walking around the festival. Girl, it's a lot. So I have my cousins with me. I have my best friend with me. And I'm feeling ballsy. Obviously. And we're talking. Audio listeners, Natalie's going to read it for you.
Oh my God.
I can't even write this.
Mind you, again, I don't even know what she's about to say. I'm dying right now to find out.
Don't look at it, Natalie. I'm going to count you down.
Okay. I'm shaking.
I'm so nervous. My heart is like racing. Don't look at it just yet.
I'm not.
I said this to him and it got him, so I don't even give a fuck. He was just like, Mami, que lo que hay? Que lo que hay? I'm like,
Is this in Spanish?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
well, you can translate because I think I'm going to butcher it.
No.
I said that.
Just like this?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. I thought I was real fucking cute. I was like,
She said, Papi, ¿tú quieres ser mi culo?
no, I forgot the H. Chulo.
That's why I was like,
Holy shit. No, I meant chulo.
she said, Papi, ¿quieres ser mi ¿Quieres ser mi chulo? Oh my God. That is cringy as hell.
Oh, you see?
And how old were you?
It was like 7th grade. I
Oh
would
my
say
God.
I was like 14.
I'm crying. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You see why I can't say it?
Oh my God. That's so funny. It's the fact that you forgot the age. Oh shit. Oh my God, this is so bad.
It's like, I can't even say it.
Papi, tú quieres ser mi chulo. Did you do a hair flip? You did the look?
I did.
Papi, tú quieres
And I may have licked my lips because your girl got some DSLs. Even back a day.
Oh my God.
So, oh my God. So yeah, I said that to
And he
him.
was like, Mommy, dime claro.
Yeah,
Tú sabes que
girl,
lo sé."
you know the Dominicans.
Yeah. God, I'm cringing. Like my legs are like tight just for you right now. I'm like, I can't.
Natalie,
believe-
my heart is racing. I can't even think of saying it. It's so cringy and so nasty. I would never now.
I would hope not. I literally wouldn't let you say that to somebody. I'd be like, my friend. Hold on.
Now the translation. It's not going to sound decent in English. Call your boyfriend or someone you're like,
Daddy.
you're liking, like papi chulo.
Like, Daddy.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's the question. And mind you, this is 2007.
Whoa.
That's my cringe.
Oh yeah, that's cringy.
Papi, tú quieres ser mi chulo.
Mm-mm. I wasn't ready.
She was mid-swallow.
Natalia, that's so bad.
I know.
I don't have one, so I really don't.
She's lying.
No, I can't think of one.
That's not even the cringiest part.
Oh, there's more.
There's more.
Oh my gosh.
So I got him, you know? We're there. We're basically booed up for the time of the festival. I had a pincho. He had a pincho. Like, we were it. And we were like, you know, holding hands. He was looking real cute. And then, like, at the night, we were going to leave. And I gave him a kiss. Whore. And my dad saw.
Who raised you?
Elizabeth.
Wowzers.
Because, like, my balls were so big.
Obviously.
I was never going to see this cat again. Let me do it. Like, at the time, I knew I wasn't going to see him because he went to, like, a school in Kissimmee.
Oh.
I was never going to fucking see his ass. My dad saw with my uncle.
Ooh.
And I don't know if it's just a Dominican thing, but he was stuttering. Natalia, ¿qué tú estás haciendo? Mira, ven aquí. And I was just like, oh my God, I gotta go, bye. And I like left. And then he said something along the lines, it's like, cógelo easy.
Yeah. Yep.
Tú quieres ser como Melissa.
Oh my God.
Besando todo lo gente aquí.
Mm-mm.
Oh. Translation. He was just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Literally.
And everybody, you want to end up like your sister.
That's hilarious.
Bitch. I was just like, Bobby.
You're
it's not that-
embarrassing me.
Stop.
Qué vergüenza, papi. Wow. Yeah,
Let's just say I never went back to Dominican Vessel. They knew me.
Yeah, not even I at the Dominican festival. I would like dance with people, yeah, but that's about it. De que besando. Mira, my mom would snatch me up at that age. Kissing a random boy.
14.
Mira.
Fucking slut.
Girl.
She's
I
like,
used to have a blast at those festivals. And the food was always fire.
It was
It was so good. We should go as like adults.
I can't dance salsa. That shit is too fast for me. Salsa merengue, I can't do it. I do chopsticks bachata at most.
Chopsticks bachata.
Like I'm
literally 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 1, 2, and then like don't even dare throw a spin in that bitch because you're gonna confuse the fuck out of me. My number counts is not gonna work. I would love to go.
We should go
for like 20 minutes.
You know how far that is? Get some food. I'ma drink at least 2 Coronas. I'ma enjoy at least 6 songs. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. If we're gonna go,
when
go.
When do they come out?
It's in February.
I feel like us grown now, it's gonna be even popping. But that was my cringe.
That's funny.
I can't believe I said culo.
I literally was like, no way. Okay.
No. Another ick.
Which one is this one?
Starbucks.
Oh. This is what I get for trying to be. Wait, no, I didn't even do anything.
She did everything.
He asked the question and I answered.
No, she's a fake ass friend because she knows the type of dude I like. I'm in her car and she's pulling up to a Starbucks, and this Starbucks has a small ass parking lot. So she's trying to back out, but no one's letting her.
It just irritates me.
Because I'm accusing her because you did wrong.
Because he stopped right behind me and I couldn't get out.
He did stop right behind her, and then he noticed his fuck up or something like that, and then he backed up a little bit to let her have enough space to go out. For the audio listeners, he's behind her on her left-hand side, so she's pulling out towards the right, so they're facing each other, and their windows are aligned, and I guess he flagged her down before she can leave. I walked inside Starbucks and I was waiting for my friend Eric, friend to the pod. And literally a couple of seconds later, I think she called me. I was like on the phone. I was like, hello. And she was like, is he inside yet? I'm like, what? I see the guy from the car walking inside Starbucks. Mind you, this dude looks dusty as fuck. He has slides with no socks on. His toenails were literally on the verge of jumping from his fucking slide. That's how... This man had the audacity to sit next to me like I knew him. And again, previous pods, I'm friends with everybody at this Starbucks. So my friend Lauren is on bar and she's like, sees me. She's like, what is eyes wide open. What the fuck is going on? And I'm looking at her, still on the phone with Natalie's bitch ass. Is he inside? And I'm silent. He must be inside because you're not talking.
Let me go. Bye. Yeah.
And then he sits down. The only thing I can remember saying was like, thank you for letting my friend leave. And I thought that was it. And he was like, so your homegirl said you single. What's up?
Can I say what the conversation was in the cars?
Stupid bitch. Go ahead.
So as I was backing out and he flags me down, I got trust issues. So I only put my window down like a crack. I was like, yes. Hey, what's your name? He asked me. And I couldn't hear him. So I put the window all the way down. I'm like, he must not mean any danger. I'm so stupid. I put the window down and I'm like, what? And he was like, damn, you cute too. Hey. And he was like, are you single? No, I'm not. I'm in a happy relationship. How can I help you? Your friend, what's her name? Nathalia? And he was like, huh, okay. She's single? Yeah, she is. Cool, bet. Have a good day, ma. And I drive off and immediately call Natalia. Mind you, I did not know he was going to follow her in there until he parked and I saw him through my rear view actually go in there. Then I called Natalia. I was like, well, sorry, my friend.
He's such a bitch.
Mind you, he looks like 10 years older than us. Like 10, because we were young.
We were early 20s. He was old as fuck. So that happened. He gave me his number and he was like, all right, bless up. I'll see you soon. I'm like, no, the fuck you won't. But okay. Eric comes in and he sees me with this man and he like goes straight to the bar and he starts ordering his drink and he's just like
confusion.
He's so confused. He's looking at us and then like audio listeners, he's like flicking. He's like, he with you? No, he's not. I'm like, well, my friend's here. He was like, all right, bless up. Bye, ma. Whatever. All that shit. I'm like, ew. Funniest thing, I feel like 2 months later, Natalie's driving to pick me up and she sees this man in my apartment 2 buildings away going into his car. And she was just like, your husband lives next to you. I'm like, who the fuck are you talking about? What husband? She was like, you know, Starbucks. And I'm like, Starbucks. Ever since then, I was making sure I was not going to be seen because my dad lived right next to him in that same exact complex. So
the paranoia.
Never again. On to the different topic of cringier things. We got misconnections. Ooh, it's a little one, so it's not too bad. Oh my God.
I'm still stuck on culo.
I can't believe I put culo and not chulo.
Girl.
Damn, that's wild.
You were shaking when you were writing it too.
I was, because I was just like, am I really going to like voice this out?
Yeah.
Traveled here for you.
Oh.
Ileana, I came to Orlando for you. I need you. Please.
You're lying. Let me.
Tyrone Mall girl. Missing my young, thin black girl. We used to hang out at the Tyrone Mall.
Did you call her a bald girl?
Thin black girl.
No.
Oh, no. Tyrone Mall girl.
Oh, mall girl.
Bald girl.
I was like, excuse me?
The disrespect.
Oh, my God.
Big Lisa, I miss you.
Not Big Lisa.
Big Lisa, I miss you, baby. I moved and lost your info. I've been looking for you. I'm rich.
Not I'm rich. Okay.
Chubby is looking for a top man. I'm looking for a top man to have a good time. I'm clean, discreet, and disease-free. I'm chubby. Please, serious people. I can't host. Let me know if you're interested in my ad. I'm versatile, but more bottom.
I'm judging. This is a lot. Oh my God.
For no one to see it.
Because I'm sure Big Lisa ain't looking.
Big Lisa is busy.
Obviously.
Doing things.
And the Tyrone Mall girl, I'm sure she's not on
She's
Craigslist.
busy selling cell phone cases. The fuck are you talking about?
Right. What the hell?
We meet.
Oh, okay.
You came into my room at the adult theater. We helped each other out. You had me breathe something in your nose. Want to know what it was?
No.
And I want you to do it again.
Absolutely.
Happened a few weeks ago. 65, married male. Next one.
Wait. There's a such thing as an adult theater?
I guess so.
I had no idea. A whole adult theater?
Maybe.
I've seen that on like shows. But I
didn't see a theater, but I saw like the adult section in an adult store.
No, you see, I understand that, but he said adult theater.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
And I guess they were taking poppers or some shit. You had me breathe something in my nose.
Oh, in his nose. I thought you said in her nose.
No, in his nose. And this guy's a 65 married male.
I wonder if your wife knows about this, Paul.
Definitely not, Richard. Missing my helpful granny. Really missing my beautiful and helpful granny who knew just what to do and say to make me feel better. In exchange, I really enjoyed helping her out with things around the house. I wouldn't mind being adopted by another new granny who is also in need of friendship. This is cringy. I was the big and tall, stocky rugby player near Hollywood. You would come hang when you wanted to get away from your girl. You sat back and watched some TV while I put some work in on the south side of your belt. We had a regular chill situation that was very private. If you are looking for something like that and you will be in the Hollywood area, then message me. You know, I'm not surprised that this happened. So remember my friend, he had a situation like this where he was fucking around with the straight dude who had a girlfriend or whatever.
Right.
And towards the end of their encounter, the guy ended up turning out to be gay. Mm-hmm. He was, of course, exploring his sexuality. Nothing bad. But my friend got very hopeful. He was like, oh, maybe he's going to like take it with me. You know, we're going to be in a relationship. Whole entire time, he wasn't the only gay guy he was fucking around with.
Sounds about right.
He was fucking around with somebody else, and he asked for relationship advice from my friend on how to pursue the other guy. And my friend was just like...
You see, I find nothing wrong with that whole exploring your sexuality, whatever.
If a girl could do it, let's stop the double standards.
No, 100%. I'm okay. Like, I understand that. But my problem is when they're in a relationship exploring their sexuality. Like, you're stringing somebody along. That's like wanting your cake and eating it too.
Be an adult, use your words, and let your girl know. Give her an opportunity and a decision. Yeah. Don't be a fuckface and hide shit from her. So that was Misconnections Ghetto. Based off of the title, am I the asshole for telling my fiance my daughter has to be in our wedding? Do you think he's the asshole?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm not sure the story. No, I want to say it. Because it should be a given if you're a parent already and you're getting married to the person that's not the parent of the child, but this parent is actively in the child's life. That should be a given.
You would think.
Oh, Lord.
I, 45 male, have a daughter, P, from a previous relationship. I divorced my wife on good terms and we share 50-50 custody of P. She is now 11. After I divorced my ex-wife, I met my now fiance, S. S and my daughter got along very well. After 5 years in a relationship with S, I proposed. S was super excited and wanted to start planning right away. She looked at venues and started asking her friends to be bridesmaids. She then told me she wanted her niece to be a flower girl, which I have no problem with, but I also want P to be a flower girl. She looked at me funny and then said she didn't think that P would, quote, fit the part.
Excuse me? Mira.
I got angry and told S that my daughter will be in our wedding.
Period.
S started to become upset and said that the girls in the weddings were up to her and P wouldn't be one of them. I told S that if P wasn't in the wedding, there may not be a wedding.
Punto.
I stormed out and took P to get ice cream. P knows we're getting married and told me she thinks she'll look pretty in whatever dress S decides she would wear. This broke my heart and I decided to text S. I told her I would be staying at my friend's to think things over. My mother-in-law texted me saying I overreacted and that my daughter doesn't have to be in my wedding and I was the ass for saying that I would cancel. So did I take it far to say I would cancel? Am I overreacting or just being a good dad?
Bruh. Okay. Go ahead.
This is the update to that original post.
Okay.
Hey Reddit, thanks everyone for all the kind words and suggestions. To answer your questions, my daughter is not disabled, chubby, or having any awkward phase as of having braces, glasses, what have you. I did ask if P could be a groomsman. S immediately shot me down. S is 39. She's the same race as my daughter. This is her first marriage. I tried to answer as much comments as possible. Okay. I came home to talk to S today. When I pulled in our driveway, my mother-in-law was sitting there in her car. I got out, went inside, trying to avoid talking to my mother-in-law. S was sitting at the kitchen table and I joined her. She sat in silence, so I asked the first question. Why does P not fit the part? And why don't you want her in the wedding at all? Her answer full on shocked me.
What was it? Don't play with me.
She quietly said, I was hoping that after the wedding, you could become a holiday visit only dad. And I didn't want her in the wedding. So she...
Bye, bitch. Goodbye. No way.
So she wouldn't be in the pictures around the house since she wasn't going to be around much. I kept my cool, calmly took her hand and pulled my engagement ring off.
Period.
Her eyes started to tear up.
Damn, that's
she
crazy.
said we shouldn't end the marriage over this and that she can change. I told her the damage was already done. And I told her I wanted her things moved out by next week and that she can come get them when my daughter wasn't home. The house is in my name and I pay for it.
Period. Get the fuck out.
She stormed out and my mother-in-law came knocking on the door.
No, you're not welcome either, ma'am.
Saying I was being unreasonable.
Damn, that's crazy.
I couldn't imagine only seeing my daughter 3 or 4 times a year. The fact that S wanted me to give up part of my custody blew me away. I'm sitting on the couch just now. Our honeymoon was supposed to be to Hawaii. Looks like me and P will be going instead.
Yep. Me and my daughter, honey. You ain't in the picture. Girl, that shit just done pissed me off. That shit done pissed me
Wild. When I read that update, Natalie.
Ma'am, no. I feel like crying for him because how dare she? Hold on. No way. That's not okay. And this is me as a mother that I, realistically speaking, me and my husband have had conversations, theoretically. If me and my husband, let's say in the future, weren't working out, it don't matter. He is going to be a father. Mm-hmm. And me as the mother to this child, because fuck the relationship, it's about the child. If this other person didn't want him to be in his, didn't want the baby to be in his life, I would literally look at him and be like, you're stupid.
Facts.
Because what? Me thinking like, if you see a man, a single dad, you would find that attractive, I think.
I find it attractive.
When a single dad is being
responsible,
being active in their child's life. Because there's so many fucked up. We've had a conversation about this in a prior pod too.
It's so easy for a man to not be present.
But then you hear like the moms that try to keep their kids away from their dads and then they get condemned. But this bitch right here saying, I don't want you to be that much of an active
I was
dad.
hoping you would change your mind.
Were changing What?
You've been with this man for 5 years. You have a good relationship with the kid. What?
Why would you? Because you want to start a brand new fucking... Well, you didn't sign up for that shit when you said yes to the man that you know had a child. Mm-hmm. So what the fuck were you expecting? To change his personality is one thing. To change the fact that he has a whole kid and his relationship with his kid? No fucking way. No way.
And the mother-in-law fucking delusional.
Don't get me started with her.
The audacity.
The lack of boundaries. Like, oh, you're just being the ass for wanting. You're overreacting. No, bitch, stay in your place. Excuse my language.
Girl,
Mom, respect
no.
you, but no, stay in your place.
Like,
what?
The level of audacity that this girl thought she had when she was gonna tell a man, I don't want your blood in my wedding because I'm hoping to have you distance yourself from your child.
That's disgusting.
After seeing the dedication he had to his kid for 5 years before he proposed, and you just think becoming his wife, you have that much power? Like, in what fucking universe?
And it's not even just that, because realistically, me and my husband have had the conversations, like when it comes between me and the baby, who comes first? It's me and then the baby. That's how our relationship works. That's how we stand, whatever. But that's not to say that if another woman comes into play, I gotta pick this woman over my child that was here before you. For whatever reason, me and her mother didn't work out. It shouldn't have to be a competition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she is a package deal at this point.
That's weird.
Why? You don't hear that very often. That's why I'm like, what in the world?
Like, me, I always say I'm not going to date someone who has kids, but...
Never say never, girl.
Don't put that upon me, Natalie. I will hit you. To choose someone, know their situation, and then think you have the power to change him is A, wild,
100%.
B, selfish as fuck.
1000%.
C, very manipulative. Like,
Oh, yeah.
who the fuck do you think, what is you crying gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, your crocodile tears don't do nothing. And thank goodness he's not one of those men to allow this shit to happen. Because again, there's so many men out there who will choose another woman.
Over
Same thing
their
with the
kids.
woman who will choose a man over their kids.
Yeah.
Thank God he is not one of them. Thank God he stood up for his daughter and he's protecting his daughter all the way through.
And now look, the daughter gets to go on vacation. But she, you know what's crazy? What stuck out to me was in her response, she was like, "I promise I'll change."
No!
Like, you knew that wasn't right.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't you try to have that conversation prior to? Like, your expectation, and I get it, again, as a wife, I get it. If I'm having a wedding day, I would expect it to be, like, all about me and da-da-da, this is my day. Realistically, though, the man should have as much pleasure in that.
Mm-hmm.
If that means the simple one thing he's probably asking for is for his daughter to be in the wedding, the daughter that, it's not like you guys don't even get along. It's that you guys get along. Like, you guys are cool together.
Allegedly.
Apparently so. And then for you to say something like that, like, "Oh, I didn't want her in this memory because I was hoping to kind of erase her from our lives afterwards." That's what it sounds like.
Literally, that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to get rid of his kid. So when she has a kid, it's her family.
Right.
It's not her family and his daughter.
Right.
And that's fucking wild.
That's just crazy to me. That sounds so delusional to me.
That sounds like
oh my God.
You have serious mental issues that you thought that was going to pan out. And the fact that your mother, who...
How old were they? I think they said it.
He is...
So
he's 45. Bitch, you are not coming over a 45-year-old man. What? Anybody at the age of 45, you're not coming. Not a woman, not a man, not anybody. He's stuck into his shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's 45, but and then the daughter is 11. He doesn't say the fiance's age.
I'm assuming she's younger because it's like you're imagining like this fairy tale thing, like his past has nothing to do with you guys' future.
Mm-mm.
And it's like, no, that's not how this works, because at this big old age of 45, I've lived.
I don't like any in-law being so deep into a relationship that's not their own. That irks my soul.
You have to set boundaries. As an adult, you have to set boundaries in that sense. Whether you're married, whether you're not, in your relationships in general, you have to set that boundary, because it's so easy for us to transition from we're children to actually adult children. Like, that transition can get so gray so quick. And some parents just don't want to let that go.
Like, one thing about me, I would love to marry into a family where I'm close to the in-laws, because I don't have my parents in my life. So I would love to have a close family from their side. But in all due reality, my relationship is my relationship.
Right.
You're not going to dictate shit.
You know what I love? And this is just me talking about my personal experience. I love my mother-in-law for facts, but I also love I have my mother, so that obviously there's no replacing your own mom when you have a good relationship with her. But one thing I never did was have a relationship with a grandparent, and I love my grandparents-in-laws. I love my husband's grandparents. They all are fabulous. All the ones that I've met.
So I've heard.
All are great. So it's so cool to feel like that love, that that grandparent love that I never got to really experience as a kid through them. They don't do too much. They don't overreach. It's always a good time with them. It's like if I'm just part of the family. It's not like if I'm an addition. It's like I've already been there.
Yeah. Those are the best. I ain't gonna lie.
I love that.
Like, I love being embraced by Zach's family. I didn't tell you this, but I went to Holly and Zach's engagement party Saturday, and it was so shocking. So I got there late because I was doing a pod with Eric, and when I got there, it was so cute. His grandmother was like, "Natalia's here,"
Aw.
Oh my God, Natalia, come in, come in, come in. I want
Aw.
to take a picture with you. Because they had like a own little setup. And I like teared up, was like, you want me to picture? Because
Aw.
like I had a little conversation with his grandparents, and his grandma seemed nice,
Yeah.
but I didn't think it was that deep. And I was just
I
like,
love that. That's so
and then
cute.
he was like, pulled me aside. He was like, my grandmother loves you and Kevin. She would literally give up on me for you. I'm like, stop!
Oh, that's so sweet.
That warmed my heart because my grandparents are all deceased.
Yeah.
I don't have my parents in my life. So to be embraced by my friend's family,
Yeah.
Zach holds a special place in my heart.
Okay, don't
especially,
cry. Don't cry. I hear
won't.
it in your voice.
I'm trying to pay attention to finding this fucking story.
I can just assure you she's younger.
There's very few older women
Mm-hmm.
who don't have kids who would expect this scenario, demand this fantasy. So there's very few.
But it's not even a demand. I just feel like it was some
I
type
think it was on her end.
I think that when she realized he was serious, it went from like a demand to like a, it's just what I expected. I can change, you know? And it's like, you can't go assuming shit because this is in your delusional brain. Like your fantasy world, ma'am. He did the right thing, I think. That wasn't going to work out.
And I don't know. It's definitely just me or very few women. I would just assume that in all due reality, the child from a separate marriage would kind of have priority over me on certain things.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
On certain things, for sure.
So it's just like the delusion you live in.
Yeah.
Where you literally thought you just asking or telling your husband that
it's my decision.
Your daughter, you're not going to have a relationship with your daughter once we get married is fucking wild.
I'm wondering if he would have had a son, what her excuse would have been. Because her excuse here was that she gets to choose the girls that are in the wedding.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
I didn't think about that.
So I'm wondering what her excuse would have been if he would have had a son. Because I know as a woman, prior to a child, a daughter specifically, I love being the top woman in my husband's life. Mm-hmm. Get it. I understand. Now I have a daughter, and I was very transparent with you. I was like, I'm worried that I'm going to feel like I'm being replaced in a way. Yeah. Thankfully, and not happening. My husband's A1 on that. But
yeah. But even if so, I'm pretty sure Natalie would be like understandable because she is top in my life.
Yeah. 100%. But there's just like, maybe as she gets older, I might end up feeling something like that. But that's where good communication comes in. Yeah. But besides the point, I'm feeling like this just shows you if you were to have children with this person.
She would be a dance mom. She would live her life vicariously through her kid. Yeah. And I feel like she would feel very resentful at the daughter because 100%. The daughter would be a younger version of herself. You know, you hear that story of an older woman. It's weird. It's like, I'm jealous of my younger daughter.
And honestly, not to like,
I was about to say, do you know someone like that?
No. So I actually I follow this one girl on Instagram. She recently became a mom a few months before I did. She just posted, she's been very transparent about her postpartum depression. So she was originally a weight loss page, right? Mm-hmm. Like her whole thing was her personal weight loss journey or whatever. And then she got pregnant and whatever. So she's been very open about like not being able to just snap back and whatever. She posted, you know how you could post questions on your stories? Mm-hmm. So she posted a question or a comment and she wanted people to like respond. Mom confessions. There's no judgment here, right? And hers was, I love my son, but I miss my body. Mm-hmm. And then I was just going through all the responses. There were people that were like, I love having my kids, but I hate what they've done to my energy, or I hate what my marriage has become, and all of these realistic struggles that people go through, women specifically go through in the life of being a mom and a wife and whatever. And it just sucks because it's like this is the package that we have to carry, the load that we have to carry, whether it's a mental load, a physical load, whatever it is. But then what about the man? You know?
I
can imagine. Sorry. I was just going to say, I can only imagine what a man feels going through that transition. And I just can't.
Me personally, like, the main reason why I don't want to have kids is because of the inevitable fear of, like, what's going to happen when they're out of my sight. So in this world, this country, slain at school, or just as much sick people are out there, I can't put myself through it. I'm too selfish. I don't want to go through it. I'd rather not have kids just to make sure I don't go through it. But on top of that, seeing you and seeing your postpartum, it's just like, I couldn't be able to, like, go through the hormonal change, the body change, just everything that comes with pregnancy, giving birth, and all that stuff, and just navigating motherhood. I wouldn't be able to do that. But I can just imagine the amount of, you kind of, it's negative to say you have resentment against your kid, because you kind of do, because you're tired. You're always on one because you have to pay attention. You have to be on top of it. You can't, you think in your mind the simplest fuck up is going to have detrimental effects to your kid. So I can just imagine. It's just like, I couldn't do that, because in as an outsider, if that, God forbid, ever to happen, like the baby get a fever, the baby has to go to the hospital because something's wrong with the teeth. I don't know, something. As an outsider, I don't know how I'm going to console you. Because, like, you can't say nothing to ease the anxiety, ease the hurt inside someone's heart. I can just imagine your husband who's not carrying the child. So when you're in discomfort, what the fuck can I do? Or when the baby does give birth, like, does come out, they're like, I'm just here. What do you want me to do? Like, I don't know what to do. I can't lactate. I can't do nothing but to change a child. You know? So it's like, I'm not surprised that mothers are somewhat resentful towards the kids, because they're kind of depleting them of their energy, changing their body, and also just, like, kind of going to a new chapter into their life where they're mourning their past life.
And I don't want to say that it's like a resentful, at least not for me, because it's weird, because I can understand where these women are coming from, because I'm experiencing it. I could also understand what it is to be like, damn, I'm just tired, or damn, I miss my body, or damn, I miss my marriage before my kid. Those types of things, I get it. I've felt them, and I feel them sometimes. In full transparency, as a woman, as an individual, sometimes you just miss being able to go out and not have to worry about something else or someone else. But I wouldn't say it's a resentment towards your kid. It's kind of really hard to explain. It's more so of like
it's definitely grieving.
It's a grieving
process.
Yeah, because I don't even want to call it a regret, because I can't imagine, obviously, my life without my kid, but I miss how my life used to be. It's kind of like when you look back now at our big old age, and we're like, we always joke around like, I wish I would have napped back then, because now I don't even have time to take a proper nap, right? That type of thing.
It definitely puts into reality. It was like, my younger years were spent on worrying about stupid shit, because at our big age, we're just like, fuck finances. Like, we want to be financially secure, but in this economy, we're never gonna kind of beat it. So what's $2,000 in credit card debt? What's $2,000 in, what's $20,000 in student loans? That's a you problem, government. You gonna get it when you gonna get it.
With
you know what I mean?
$10 a month payments. Listen.
So it's just like, just miss being carefree. You miss not being so responsible, because now you have a full-on human that literally depends on you. You can't do nothing that's not going to affect this child.
100%.
And that's a big task I couldn't do. Like, I could barely handle Dumbledore when he was a fucking puppy.
Which is her puppy, her dog.
A puppy. My dog was screaming and howling. And I told Natalie, I think I'm going to return this fucking dog. I want my money. He's broken. Like, he would just cry and cry and cry. And I'm just like, what the fuck is your problem? And Natalie had more compassion than I did. You took him away from his family.
Yeah.
He is adjusting to everything.
Yeah.
So I literally don't have the patience to, again, think outside of myself.
Right.
Which I feel like a lot of people don't, but a lot of people adjust to it when they have their own kid or whatever. Because I
hope so. Shit.
Well, sure, you would think.
Right.
But no, this person, she's wild. I don't understand how people think that way.
I'm just proud of the dad. I don't even want to put any more focus on her. I'm proud of him for being able to step away and notice, like, this is a problem that I'm not willing to try to solve with you anymore.
I kind of wish this was earlier so he wouldn't have
5 years.
And I'm not thinking about him because he's already 45. He met her at 40. He's already lived his life. Right. But his daughter, 11, met the chick at 6 years old.
Yeah.
She's probably attached to him. She probably saw this girl as her friend.
Yeah.
I feel bad for her because now what are you going to explain?
But you see, I look at it a little different because yes, you feel bad because you're kind of ripping somebody out of your daughter's life. And although she may not understand it now, if she were to ask about it later on, you would be able to explain, she didn't love you the way I did.
Yeah.
And that's most important. You know, like as a parent, you want somebody to love your kid. I don't expect you to love my baby the way I love my baby or the way that you love me, but I expect you to, because you love me and she is a part of me, to grab her in that same circle.
For facts. Like,
you know
I definitely love her daughter like my niece. And it's only because I want to be her godmother. But
we haven't chosen that situation yet. We haven't gone through the situation.
But I'm just like, I'm in the running. Remember me.
Okay. Well, thanks for telling me the truth now, friend.
Don't choose Natalie over me, please.
Stop. Oh my God. The competition of friends is just great. I just love that. My kid is so loved. Oh my God.
But no, like literally, like I love Natalie's daughter. And I'm not gonna say like my own, but I love her like my niece. So it's just like, and that's just friends. Yeah. So imagine my partner. I'm gonna love your kid, and I stay on some bullshit, but like I hate kids. I really don't. I hate misbehaved children. Yeah. But kids who are like good, I can fuck around with a little child. Like, oh my God, you want to play? I can be your imaginary friend. Like, let's do it.
I've seen it.
I'm a child, my fucking self, bitch.
Right.
I'm having as much fun as this kid is.
But I think as well, let's say you say. That's why I say never say never. Because if you were to meet somebody that has a kid, I think that love will extend.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. Like you fall in love with somebody and they happen to have a package deal. That's what my mom used to always call me, was her package deal. That love will just extend.
Yeah.
You know?
So we're just going to stop it there because it is what it is. But you're not the asshole. Your fucking fiance is wild.
Period. Well, ex-fiance, because now you're taking your daughter on vacation. Enjoy it.
But that was it, guys. I hope you raveled in my cringe. And stop. Natalie, stop being a bitch.
I forgot the age.
Chulo.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
Okay, well, that was it for the pod. Please, we are going to that 500 subscriber. I just put decals on my car. So
she's going to be that person.
Oh, for facts. I have a long drive tomorrow. I want bitches to see me. All right? So for the YouTube viewers, please like, subscribe, follow on YouTube. Hit that comment. Yes, I had a comment the other day. I was so excited. They understood my passion of not fucking around with The Office, and I loved it. So comment below. What do you want us to talk about? Do you relate with what we say? Do you have anything to input? Do you have a misconnection? Whatever the fuck you want to put.
Do you have a cringy story? I promise you want to hear it.
I do. Go to Instagram, DM me. I won't say your name, but I will share your story. Like, just let a bitch know. So again, YouTube viewers, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Please subscribe anywhere you get your podcasts. Thank you for the audio listeners. Anything you'd like to say?
Bye.
Bye. Dos vidania.